more grounded. You will move through situations way differently than if you continued that imbalance. That makes sense.
Wow. So you said that there are 7 chakras. For
7
those
main chakras.
main chakras, right?
Yes.
Because there's more above,
Yes.
but we don't really talk about those unless you get deep into it, right?
Correct.
So for the 7 main chakras, for those who don't know, what are they and what do they do? How do they affect us energetically?
Okay. So we have our crown chakra, which is located at the top of our head. We have third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and your root. So, and think of it, those 7, if you could think of the colors of the rainbow, that's exactly the order they go into. So it'll be the purple, indigo, blue, green, orange, yellow, red. So it's awesome to be able to see the colors, in that. And if you get lost in that, you can be like, oh, the colors of the rainbow. Each chakra has a different purpose, a different crown. That's where we receive our messages. Third eye, that's our intuition. Throat, that's speaking the truth. Heart, that's that love, that doing things from the heart. Our solar plexus is our energy center. Our sacral is our womb space, and it's also our sexual and creative center. And then our root is where we ground, where we feel safety through.
It's amazing and a great explanation. So if one of those are off, for example, okay, so what if our root chakra is off? What might we experience?
I'll tell you that just personal experience.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be the one that takes that, so I don't have to even use any clients or any just random. This is where we ground. This is where we feel safety in multiple ways. When I am feeling ungrounded and I am in my head so much, think of an upside down triangle. Anything emotional or something can sway and tip me right over. I don't have that balance. So if this is blocked and I am not grounded in my own energy, feel safe in my own energy, feel safe and out of my head so much, kind of in present, then that can throw off a whole lot in my energetic body, especially emotionally, and especially I get in my head and I'm so up here. If I'm so up here and not grounded, I can't grow. I'll tip over. I will. If I'm not rooted and grounded in my daily life and can stay present, then there isn't that safety. There isn't that sense of calm well-being, I suppose. Mm-hmm. That's how it affects me personally. We can't grow in our daily lives unless we are grounded. The more grounded we are, the more we can grow. Think of it like a tree. The deeper the roots, the higher the tree can go. So if I have shallow roots, okay, my roots are just real shallow, not that deep grounded. What if a high wind comes along? That can blow that tree right over. But if those roots are real strong into the ground and I'm real present and I know that safety, I know that feeling inside of me that I am 100% myself and supported, then I can grow. I can grow high. I can keep growing. And then if a wind comes, all I'm going to do is sway instead of tip over.
Mm-hmm. That's a great explanation. I love the description of the tree. I think
Yes.
that makes perfect sense for describing that. And you mentioned the solar plexus as the energy center. What exactly does that mean?
We collect so much. Like that is our absolute center of okay, so picture this, our energy center. The color of that chakra says the color of that chakra is yellow. Think of that as the sun. Okay. What is the sun? That's energy. That is where we can go to our daily tasks, get through them. That's where a lot of creative energy is from, but even and the sacral is a lot of creative energy. But where we get most of our energy from, where we can also collect from other people. It's if we aren't clearing that out, that solar plexus out, and clearing our energetic bodies, just even visualization through the shower. I think that we've talked about that before too. If we're not clearing our energetic bodies, our solar plexus is what is collecting throughout the day, and or days. If we go days and days and days without clearing ourselves, or weeks, all of anybody that we come into contact with, think of it as creating a cord with that person. Think of it as going straight to the solar plexus. You know, energy collects there. So when I say energy, that's our center. That's where we are centered. That is where we collect all of that stuff. But it's also where we can go about our day to day.
Interesting. Interesting. So when we come into contact with people, sometimes you talk to someone and you walk away feeling so drained. Does that mean that how does that mean that they haven't impacted our energy center? I guess is the question.
First off, we all know people like that. We all know people who, if they walk into a room, it's one of those, and it's like they're sucking, draining our energy from us.
Like a vampire.
Oh, absolute vampires. Yes, energy vampires. Yes.
Yeah.
And if you feel just yuck afterwards. One of the best things, and it's the empaths are very, very affected by this. You know, you can more so than other humans, anybody else. Some people can just slough it off and they aren't as affected by those people. Yeah. We are responsible for our own energy. So creating our own energetic boundaries. I make sure to do this, especially if I'm going out in public or events, or I try to do it daily. But if I'm not around a bunch of people, I'm okay. But it's creating those energetic boundaries within for yourself, and I visualize almost a bubble around me. Okay, I do this when in like a 10-minute grounding session before I go do anything or go anywhere. It could be even 5 minutes. It's just sitting there and visualizing yourself almost in a bubble, to where if somebody else's energy is coming, it almost bounces off that bubble. So setting the intention is everything. Setting the intentions of, hey, I am not going to allow anybody else's energy to affect my energy. I'm going to pretend that it's just bouncing off that bubble and back to them. But that is exactly how you're describing it. Is some people can just drain you, or you just feel them afterwards, and that's why it's also important to clear yourself afterwards. I do Kenyoko, which is dry bathing, and clearing myself after being around things or people that